We're going to be looking over at the POI of Retail Row, I believe, and Artox is going to be moving over, checking out what he wants to do.
Artox going in and getting into a little bit of a 1v1v1. I don't know if he wanted to take this fight initially, but now the crash went in, shots going through. He does get some damage off, does get some nice tags. He does pick up the elimination on the Deox, and he picks up another one as well.
That's two big elims for him, and that's so good because right now, the only way to get points is getting eliminations. You have to remember the placement points start to come out when it's top 75. It's game number 1. These 15 players who have gone down basically have nothing to show for the competition thus far. Right now we'll see Razan Maher doing that straight up. Shoutouts to Amar, probably doing a watch party right now too. He's going straight up for these shots. In his face is an SMG, but it does not matter because the tac shotgun, even with just 8 bullets left, does a big damage.
Ian, actually going to move away from Snap there with those crash pads. We'll see those used a lot. I'm surprised we're seeing them used as early as they are very, very monumental late game with those rotations, but not surprised here from Europe to get aggressive early Snap though.
And we're going to be looking at Snap's POV of how he starts off a tournament to kind of bounce into almost top 5. I believe he was top 20 when he wrapped things over, but this is him close and personal, actually getting taken out. So okay, I'm not going to say Caster's Curse. Sometimes you have to lose a game to win a game. So maybe that's a strat. We'll see what happens.
We're at 79 players, right? So 4 more players need to go down. We'll see if Benji's going to be one to do that.
The POIs, points, placement, all of this basically just comes through to your legacy. And it's 2 different legacies right now that are being up for grabs or at stake for the European region. It's players like Benji Fishy, who we know are legends, who are in the top 5 in almost every competition across many regions, but also other players like Karma, who got first in the semifinals today, who are looking to triumph and take spots of that legend status that Benji holds, that Savage holds. This is another POV and seeing exactly how he ramps up his games. 0 points right now. We know this man is both a placement and an Elim warrior.
Kylix is here, definitely a staple name in the European region. He's actually going to go for a little surprise shot, and he does hit it. That player's going to be very, very low. If not, 1 HP. The continued pressure should net him this elimination, and that's going to be good. Because, again, he's the only points you're getting right now. 4 more players need to fall. Kylix, though, does have the disadvantage now with the chug splashes going off. He's not in his own boxes, trying to get in, trying to continuously put the pressure down. And he won't be able to find him just yet. Trying to take the wall. He does, and the code goes in. The shot's going to go through. He misses one, but he capitalizes on the second one. And Frizzy is unfortunately going to get fried there.
Expert invasion tactics from Kylix there. Every single box that you thought was safe, Kylix is like, no, my pyramid's going to be in there. I'm going to take control of that wall. And this is also one of these spots. It might not be a big POI, but a spot on the map where clashes start to happen with these small hidden loot paths a lot of people like to take.
Now Jason going to be the one to prompt that disengagement. But not just yet, is the wood going to prompt that player to go aggressive.
Yeah, this is kind of the merging of 2 different portions of the game. We've been tuning in with so many fast fights all the way early on when it comes to just owning your POI. Now we're getting a little bit towards that mid side. Good shot there over from Slove. It looked like he was about to go down, but he had a nice 2-tack to wrap things up. This is mid-game where Clay mentioned you're looking for Storm Surge tags, right? 70 is that number that the server wants to hit, and we're 6 over that right now. Sometimes, though, in getting tags, your box might be a little bit too close, or you might get an insane tag that pushes you over to that fight, that box fight that everyone loves to see. So Slove had that decision to make.
We all know his name in Europe. We know E11 Boyer is an amazing player. We'll see how he fans out today. Right now, not looking so hot there with the mats and his inventory, but looking to try to get aggressive onto a player. Unfortunately, not going to get any tags. Now he has to try to make a move away from there because he doesn't want to sit in that base for too long. With the zone not being in his direction, he's going to have to make a very hard rotate down to the south.
And it looks like Boyer's in a very good spot, but choosing to move out, as I believe the zone might have shown us a better location for him to be in. Flick, though, along with Thomas, too, we're switching between these 2 POVs. I love to see it because I feel like these guys are the silent warriors of Europe. You'll see them in the top 10, the top 5s of many different competitions. I believe during the Invitational, it was Thomas who came 4th, and he's looking to play once again past the round 2 stage now to round 3, trying to qualify for those heats. Flick all the way, though, with 1 placement point, 1 elimination. We saw the snipe, Clay pointed it out. His mats are looking pretty good, too, for this endgame, but I don't see any mobility here. Savage goes down with some nice shots on the Savage. he gets taken out, and that's an easy pickup.
Very easy to pick up there for Savage. Didn't really cost him anything except for a little bit of HP ticks, but he has a flopper right there. It's so perfect here. He's got the peppers now in his inventory as well. This is what Savage wants. He wants a perfect setup. He is lacking a little bit there on the wood. He's gonna go ahead and pop the pepper and not trying to get any more engagement. He's got his elimination. Now he's moving on into the late game as we see a shot may have been put in his direction. Nice box up here from Recon. He's got to be careful though with that code in his box, right? Has to be careful with the crash pads as well. It's usually why we start to see people put it in there when they're waiting in these bases and do that awkward little Dorito code edit there. But Recon, very, very smart here. We'll see exactly if he's going to be able to capitalize on his position in zone, as it is not the best with all these players around him. It's going to be a hard rotate. He does have the crash pads. Today, turning it up, ramping it up. He wants people to know, hey, it's me. It's Teak. I'm here. I'm in Europe. I want to make a name for myself. And if he's able to continue to do that, play his placement style, go for the eliminations when he knows he can get them. It's a very, very in-game elimination base here for a Teak as you see him start to fly through the air. I think he's got a chance to submit his legacy.
15 people, 14 now need to go down as Robabs gets taken out. Storm Surge is going to be underway in just a little bit when this zone basically ends up locking in. Dexy goes down to Recon, who now has 2 eliminations. Remember, on average, he gets 3 a game, so this might be a very hot and fast game for him. I think someone actually landed over possibly onto his base. Look at the zone. It's all the way on the top left. Yes, Hen, nice elimination, but how much time are you spending? I understand Storm Surge not that far above it, just about 100, 136. Have to get higher. He's stuck there too, wasting a little bit more time. Thomas is taking the big flyby and not getting shot once. Nice, slick rotation.
I was worried about him there when he started pulling that glider just a little too early. And oh my God! We talked about his snipes. We talked about Thomas HD hitting him time and time and again, and we hop on board, and he gets the grappler. That's such a huge power play.
He's not that far above. He needs some more shots, but not only that, look at where the zone is going. You guys might not be able to see it, but it's definitely going to be going right back over that mountain at any moment. Benji's looking forward. Nice, quick pickup there onto another opponent. He has a lot of materials he can always siphon back into his inventory from distance with that harpoon gun. Kha'Zix with a nice shot onto Frey. The flopper man is down, and Kha'Zix now has the fish up in his inventory. Another shot over from the Storm. Kha'Zix lands 2. Can't really find more, though. Has to play those flops, and now he has to go completely vertical. This is going to be such a hard zone to climb.
This is the first time I've really seen floppers right now in this chapter. They've kind of phased out. They're still just as good. There's other options here. There's chug splashes. There's so much more. But Kha'Zix is playing the whole meta very, very well. He's just adding crash pads to his inventory. Makes it in his own, makes it vertical, does pick up some eliminations as well. And now into a top 25 situation. He's in a very good spot. 49 mils remaining. He's recycled things very well. Crash pad there. He's actually going to somehow get height there. It's going to get shot out, but no, doesn't get it just yet, but he will battle for it. And there it is. It's secured. He's got height. I don't know how many mats he's got to secure it with.
I just heard that caddy launcher drop down, so yeah, you mentioned it. He has height, does not have the resources to hold it for the whole game, does not have any harpoon guns in his inventory, so cannot actually grab mats. He'll get off of big impact shots. He drops all the way down as the caddy launcher goes all the way up. Now it's a height fight, but at the same time, there's people all the way chaosed into the Storm. Everywhere is a bad decision to look at for Kha'Zix to land from, but the shots are there. Link goes down. Kha'Zix in the Storm. The risk to actually grab the caddy launcher. He could be the one to win the game. Kha'Zix, from all different perspectives of the zone, inside, out, downwards, all the way to the top for height, has the best loadout to wrap things up. It's Teak, Hen, Rezon, so many different players he has to fight though. Kylix also surviving at low. We're looking at one man trying to mutiny the entire lobby, just trying to take control of everyone. It's him against the world. These guys though have their own game to play at low grounds.
And I think it's Kha'Zix world, and we're all just in it as shots are coming through from above. Thomas HD trying to make an edit play on the side. He does. He is going to take down one player. Eddie going to go down. Kha'Zix with that shockwave launcher on height. He's also got the crash pads to break the build so he can shockwave crash pad players. He's got to be careful he doesn't shockwave the crash pad and knock him off height. We saw that before. Thomas HD getting elimination on a Kha'Zix. Shots coming through. That player trying to go up. They're going to go down. Kha'Zix has still got the shockwave. 16 rockets in the inventory. He can continue just to throw players in zone just like that. Shots coming through. That's Thomas HD there with the grappler. He's continuously moving back in his zone. The shockwave not that much as Thomas in a 1v1. Oh, he's going to get shot from outside zone. Kha'Zix Shot him in his own hand, gonna be, 1v1 shots go through. Kezix does get the white tag, and I think he's gonna be able to pick up the victory route. He hits the Renegade on his way out. A GG, well played.
That is so easy for Kezix. What a game.
And that's what the players at the top of the leaderboard are doing. Kezix played so well in that game to win 19 points in the first game.
That's right, a nice big lead there. Henchman in your second place, Keon Ray there in third. Now, we're seeing just from this first game, it's still pretty close, right? Kezix did pull away some by 5 points with that victory royale and the 5 eliminations combined.